but we stand around fighting over memories of the promised land. It's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can only measure by degrees. But it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. Times like these, do I really need a billionaire who gets off every morning trying to tell me how he's treated unfair? Then I have to pay as the rest of the day we get divided into them and the we's. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're here then they're not. Every day I'm getting sick of losing something that I haven't got. I'm gonna try to run until the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But Lord, it's getting harder to stand in times like these. Like these, I wish I had a place to hide. Instead of coming all together, we're just adding to the great divide. I hope and I pray nearly every day I can somehow get my troubles some ease. But I gotta say it ain't looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they come and they go, they're cold and they're hot. I'm just trying to keep the world from changing me to something I'm not. Well, I want to do my labor, hold my girl and help my neighbor, have a little hope for my dreams. Is that too much to ask in times like these? Yeah, I just want to do my labor, help the world and love my neighbor while I keep it on my joie de vivre. But it sure feels hard, darling, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 48, I believe, of Alone Together Tuesdays. I'm your host, Carll. This is my trusty companion, Adam Landry. And we're here at the Purple Building in East Nashville, Tennessee, the home of Todd Snyder and his gang of I don't know what, just friends and people who do cool stuff. Anyway, great to be here. I decided to get out of the house for an episode and maybe more. I don't know. I like it here. I might stick around. But we got a good show lined up. Eli is here in person. We're not going to be sending in videos tonight. We're getting the real deal, the music and the magic. So yeah, let's start with the music. I saw you dancing down on Macklin Street. I couldn't stop laughing at your two left feet. You never gave a damn about trying to please me. Somehow that made it all feel so easy. I'd point out your favorite star. You get kicked out of every bar, then wake up weary from a hard night's sleep, looking like a promise that I could keep. And hell, love is so easy when you're moving slow, hiding from the outside, laying low, forgetting your trouble, let the world worry, 'cause you and me won't. So many things I don't understand. You keep your flowers in a coffee can. You roll your eyes at the jokes I tell. I told my mother she could go to hell. Oh, look out, babe, now the night is so fine. Hold your heart up against the skyline. I've always had a hurt that I can't tame, but it all feels better when you say my name. In hell, love is so easy when you're moving slow, hiding from the outside, laying low, forgetting your trouble, let the world worry, 'cause you and me won't. Short on hope. Everybody's walking their own tightrope. I'm betting their money will be the first to fall, but you and me, baby, gonna show them all. In hell, love is so easy when you're moving slow, hiding from the outside, laying low, forgetting your trouble, let the world worry, 'cause you and me won't. Say hell, love is so easy when you're moving slow, hiding from the outside, laying low, forgetting your trouble, let the world worry, 'cause you and me won't. Let the world worry, 'cause you and me won't. All right. Well, as long as I got the harmonica on, and this guitar out, I'm going to play another song in the key of A. But that reminds me, speaking of my guitar, Callan, if you'll show everybody this week's postcard. Well, that was quick. There it is. That is me on the back porch of the Continental Club in Houston, Texas in 2001. And that guitar that I'm playing in that photo was, I think, 2 weeks old. And that is the same guitar that I'm holding in my hands now, 20 years later. And as you can see, it's not quite as fresh and clean as it was when I got it. Yeah, it's come a long way with me. I'll do this song that was on that record, on that first record that I recorded with this instrument. I always had like $100 Sigmas, and just, pretty cheap guitars. I've told this story before, but my first guitar was an Alvarez 12-string, which my parents got me for Christmas when I was 14, 15, and they didn't realize that a 12-string was adding unnecessary complications for a would-be aspiring guitar player. And anyway, and then I played a lot of just cheap 6-strings for a long time, and then the week I made my first record, I bought this guitar and did that all at once. Went all into debt in one fell swoop. But this is off my first record. Time has come, there is no second chance. We've been drifting on an empty, aching sea. You were the girl I never knew I wanted. I was a boy you hoped you'd never see. It's a shame we ain't lovers. We could have been something so big and grand, just kissing flowers underneath that sweet magnolia. I'm begging for answers, trying to make a stand. Been burning up the hours, talking till the midnight, just dreaming ways I could hold you next to me. And maybe it's just wasn't meant. All things have a reason. Maybe our hearts are just too careless and free. But it's a shame we ain't lovers. We could have been something so big and grand. Just kissing for hours underneath that sweet magnolia. I'm begging for answers, trying to make a stand. There was a time you would have had me. There was a time when I could have had you. But it's too late, another path has come and gone again. I'm at the back door with a broken window view, thinking it's a shame we ain't lovers. We could have been something so big and grand. Just kissing for hours underneath that sweet magnolia. I'm begging for answers, trying to make a stand. I'm tired of writing, but I can't put down my pen. It's too late now to talk or turn back. So just hold on, 'cause baby, here we go again. Heading the wrong way down that one-way track. It's a shame we ain't lovers. We could have been something so big and grand. Just kissing for hours underneath that sweet magnolia. I'm begging for answers, trying to make a stand. Just trying to make a stand. Everything okay? Nothing broken yet? Okay, all right. That's good. That's good. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Just the hearts online. All those hearts.
Yeah, my heartbreaking days may be over. All right. Well, let's see. I was so excited about coming over here and being back in the Purple Building that I forgot to really plan out a set, so we're just going to kind of wing this, unlike all the other episodes where it's meticulously planned. Let's think here.
Feels good, though, right? Feels real good up here.
It does feel good.
Yeah.
Have a proper stage and an audience of 4. This is nice. All right, let's see here. I'm just trying to think of something that'd be fun to play. Oh, you know what? This would be a good opportunity. For those of y'all that aren't familiar, or even if you are, the last show of every month, I make an all request show, and I ask people to send in requests and their stories. Just what's going on with their lives, what these songs mean to them, and or if they want to dedicate it to somebody. I heard an interesting show the other day about this woman who I've forgotten her name now, but she's got this kind of cheesy, like, request show, and she's been doing it for 30 years, and it's like the third most popular radio show in the country. And she just plays a lot of pop requests and stuff, and that got me to thinking that, combined with the year that we had at the end of 2020, I decided I want to do an all request show where people can dedicate songs, and I got like just an overwhelming number of requests. It was, and the stories behind them were really incredible. So now I do it the last show of every month, and last week was the last show of that month, and we had, I think, like 62 requests or something, and I only played 28 of them, I think. So I still had a bunch left over. So why don't I just pull out my list here, and this will give me some ideas about what to play. There's 3 requests for the old 97 song, Let's Get Drunk and Get It On. Which, it's an old 97 song, and I don't remember it. I recorded it once as part of like a tribute fundraiser thing. And then I found out Rhett Miller called me afterwards, and I got one of the lyrics wrong because I got the lyric off of the internet. And I, of all people, should know that because whenever I look up my songs, it's a disaster. They completely, there's not even close. Anyways, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. I do have 3 requests: Diana Shaparis Johnson and Janet Cambridge Bond. Just 2 requests. I'm sorry, I can't do that right now because I don't have the lyrics in front of me. Let's see. Laura B. Edson says we would love to hear Knockin' Over Whiskeys because that's what we always do on Alone Together Tuesday. So far, we've only missed one. Look forward to every week. Well, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. And we can do that song here. Let's see. I keep knocking over whiskeys. No one's laughing at my jokes. They got me spinning around in circles like a tin can in the spokes. And when I left town this morning with a smile upon my face, babe, I swear I never knew I'd end up in this place. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. If I get back home to Houston, I'm gonna tip my hat and cry. When I left, I was a younger man, too proud to say goodbye. I'm gonna wake up in the morning with a conscience 10 feet tall. I'm gonna lay my head down wiser, or I won't lay it down at all. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. You used to live out on the border when no one else could reach. And now I can't ask a question without you giving a speech. You said I never cared, babe, but you know that isn't true. It's just the only thing you asked of me is the one thing I can't do. Run away, little darling, you don't need me anymore. I've been out here for too long, it ain't like it was before. Run away, little darling, leave you with a smile. I'm knocking over whiskeys, and I will be for a while. All right. Let's go back to our trusty paper here. Let's see. Can you play What a Wonderful World? Again, not my song, but thank you for the request and thinking that I would do that justice. I wouldn't, but... okay. These are all slow, sad requests. Let me find something semi-upbeat. I think I just saw one. What was it? Okay, we'd love to hear Barroom Lament. My good friend Will lived down in Texas for a while and told me about KHYI. It was a great, fantastic radio station north of Dallas, and that was one of the first songs I heard. And then Delphine, I love Delphine. She has a name of 27, let's see, there's 13 consonants and 9 vowels in her last name. I know this because I send her a postcard every week because she tips the show, and I use a whole pen just on writing her name out. Delphine requests Barroom Lament. I listen to it over and over. Well, Delphine. And Frank, I'm happy to play this for you. This is a song I started out kind of performing for people who listened at a club called the Old Quarter Cafe in Galveston, Texas. And but they only had beer and wine. They didn't have liquor, and I was very nervous back then and to get on stage, and I needed some whiskey before I went on. So I would go across the street to Molly's Pub and kind of drink myself into drink some courage. And I'd sit there by myself and watch all the kind of the groups of people come in, and I didn't have a lot of friends. I don't mean this to sound pathetic. I got good songs out of it, but I just used to go to the bar by myself a lot, and that's where this song came out of. Let's see. I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. Said I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. I wish you'd take that bottle and put it right back on the shelf. 'Cause I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. I go down to the bar most every night. Yeah, I go down to the bar most every night. The girls don't even notice, and the boys all wanna fight. And I go down to the bar most every night. And the jukebox has not played my song in years. I said the jukebox has not played my song in years. On this same old bar stool, just a backing shots with beers. And the jukebox has not played my song in years. All right. My friends have gone so far away. I said all my friends have gone so far away. They all moved out to Austin. Lord, I miss them night and day. And all my friends have gone so far away. Do you think that I could stay in town with you? Yeah, do you think that I could stay in town with you? It's 30 miles to my place, and I'm feeling tired and blue. And do you think that I could stay in town with you? 'Cause I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. I said I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. I wish you'd take that bottle and put it right back on the shelf. 'Cause I'm tired of drinking whiskey by myself. Yeah. All right. This is Adam Landry on the electric guitar here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Somebody mimed a clap, which is more than I've gotten in a long time. So, I've been, my joke for a while now has been that for the first 3 to 4 years of my career and the last year of my career, when I finish a song, nobody claps. And in between, I had a pretty good 15, 16-year run of people applauding when I would finish. But now it's just come full circle. But we have shows this month. We got a couple shows this month. Next week, I'm going down to Tallahassee, Florida, to do the Word of South Festival, which is a literary music festival, and then we've got 2 shows at the City Winery here in Nashville later in the month.
Couple weeks, yeah.
And I think the shows themselves, I don't know if there's tickets left or not, but there is a live stream happening of that on Mandolin you can watch. And then Adam and Mike Meadows and Jared Reynolds and I are going to go down to Key West, Florida for Mile Zero Fest, which is going to be a good time, I think. I hope.
It'll be the first show, real show in a year, right?
Yeah, I did. I've done 6 shows since March of last year. Yeah. So in 15 months, and one of them was a band show. All the rest were solo. Anyway, looking forward to getting down to Key West. What was I just thinking about? Oh, we were talking about KHY. That person had mentioned KHY, which is a tremendous radio station that completely changed the trajectory of my career and my life. I wrote a song that I'm about to play for you here, and that radio station started playing it, and I used to have very few fans, like 4 fans, and I had just done a CD release show in Dallas for my second record, Little Rock, and I mean, just a handful of people showed up, and this station started playing this song. KHYI started playing this song, and the owner called me up and said, "Man, we'd like you to come play this deal at South Fork Ranch," which is where the TV show Dallas was filmed, and it's a festival that they threw every year. And we want you to come play, and you got to play that song because we've been playing it on our radio station, and it's doing really well. And I said, "That's great. I would love to." And he says, "You got to have a band." I said, "I've never had a band. I don't have a band." He said, "Well, you got to have a band, and you got to play that song." I said, "I've never played that song, actually. I wrote it and recorded it in the studio, and I've never played it since." And he said, "Well, then maybe this isn't the gig for you." And I said, "I'll get a band, and I'll learn the song." And so I got a band, and I wrote all the lyrics down to that song, And I showed up at South Fork Ranch, and there's like a J.R. Ewing lookalike walking around the room, talking to people, and like Robert O'Keefe was there, and Ray Wiley Hubbard, and I don't know, it was kind of nirvana for me. And I walk out on stage, and there's a couple thousand people in the town that I just had literally done a record release for a dozen people a few months earlier. And I walk out, and I start this song, and I've got the lyrics written down. It's on the floor. I've never sung it before, and I've never played with a band before, and the whole place is going nuts, and they're singing along every word because it was on the radio station all summer, and like people are holding their babies in the air, like throwing them up and catching them, and like people are making out and fighting and pouring beer on their heads, and it was incredible. It was this really cool highlight for me. So having said all that, I'm going to try and remember the words now with my band. And it goes like this. The Ripstall Cowboys, 5 and dime junkies, red dirt plowboys, asphalt monkeys, holy rollers, signal callers, truck stop angels, backstreet brawlers, vans and groupies, guitar slingers, hallelujah, gospel singers, freight train mamas, pistol shooters, my first girlfriend works at Hooters, beans and biscuits in my cupboard. Listen to Ray Wiley Hubbard. We are going down the road tonight. Drunken angels, blacktop racers, holy rollers, or whiskey chasers, Lone Star drinkers, midnight ramblers, dirt road divas, highway gamblers, moonshine mamas, panty droppers, Dalai Lamas, old pill poppers, high school heroes, back row preachers, pull all hustlers, tantric teachers, teenage cuties, politicking, Hare Krishna, feed me chicken. We all going down the road tonight. Blue jean babies, old heartbreakers, had a party with some Quakers, hard-worn highways, country singers, radios full of old right-wingers, session players, duct tape dealers, outlaw country hubcap stealers, ain't no money in my wallet, broke again is what they call it. My grandmama's name was Spiller, Michael Jackson peaked that Thriller. We all going down the road tonight. Yeah. The jukebox gypsies, Mustang Sallies, don't go walking down dark alleys, and needle pushers, horn rim glasses, rhinestone jumpsuit, backstage passes, blue plate specials, Luann platters, Japanese is all that matters, broken arrows, Gulf Coast kickers, who's your daddy, bumper stickers. Ain't no place I would rather be than a purple building here in East Nashville, Tennessee, and we are all going down the road tonight. All right. We made it. We made it. All right.
That is a lot of words.
It is a lot of words. It's too many words, some might say. But yeah, there's that one and K-Mag Yo-Yo have caused me problems over the years. I don't know why I do that, why I write songs like that. They're fun to sing if you can remember them, but it's when you can't remember them. And the problem is, if I'm just at a club, at a dive bar, wherever, I don't really have issue with it. I go into muscle memory and whatever. But whenever I have to do them at like a bigger event, like an award show or a TV thing, I guess this is a TV thing these days. So I guess maybe I'm past that. I was gonna say though, I tend to flub the lyrics. I don't know, but yeah, they got a teleprompter here at the Purple Building. Like,
Didn't use it though.
no, I'm
nailed it.
no, it's just I know I didn't use it for this one, but I mean I requested it specifically. I said I can't do your venue unless you bring me a teleprompter, and so. But I'm just testing myself to see if I can get away without it. It's a good safety net. Let me try this song here. I probably won't remember the words to this because it's a fairly new one. It's not out yet on any records, but I just recorded it from my next record. Let's see. All my tame and all my wild, all my man and all my child, all my faults and all my scars, all my sometimes lucky stars, all my joys and my regrets, all my old Guy Clark cassettes. I knew the night we met you'd get it all. All my lows and all my highs, all my truth and all my lies, all my rights and all my wrongs, all my from now on love songs, all my future, all my roots, all my worn out cowboy boots that I kick off in the hall, and you get it all. And I'd rather drive you crazy being more than you can stand than to let you try to love half a man. And all my cards are on the table, and darling, it's your call. But I'm all in, so lose or win, you get it all. All my will be, all my was, all my cloud of Texas dust, all my humble, all my bragging, all my on and off the wagon, all my be your place to hide, all my always on your side, all my catch you when you fall, you get it all. And I'd rather drive you crazy being more than you can stand than to let you try to love half a man. And all my cards are on the table, and darling, it's your call. But I'm all in, so lose or win, you get it all. All my blessing, all my curse, all my better, all my worse, from the chapel to the hearse, you get it all. All right. Remembered the words of that one too. I'm on a hot streak. Let's see. Somebody had requested something that I thought I might do. Yeah, Little Rock, please. Born and raised there, transplanted to Florida, and will soon be making my way back to Little Rock. All right. Well. What is so this? There's a story about the song that I was on tour with Kim Warner and Carroll Young two Australian friends of mine who were my band at the time, and we were driving to Fayetteville, Arkansas. We drove to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and we got to town early, and this was a long time ago. I don't do this anymore, but Kim and I thought it would be a good idea to go out to like an exotic dancer club, and we couldn't find any in Fayetteville except this one was in a house. It was like just in a house, and we went in there, and it was like a living room, like a sunken floor from like the 70s in this house, and there was one stage, that all the dancers were on. It was crowded. It was very, very crowded, and we're in there, and it's just uncomfortable, and we were about to leave, but then the DJ or whoever had the microphone said, "Now's your chance. You can get a dance from all the girls." At once, and in my mind, this seemed like a really great idea, and I raised my hand. I was like, raised my hand, and they called there, "You," and so I got on stage, and they set me in this chair, and now the entire place is watching me. I'm gonna regret telling this story. The whole place is watching me, and the first girl is gonna dance, has these shoes on that have heels that have water inside of them and have a goldfish inside of the, you know what I'm talking about? Like platforms that have a living fish inside of them, which was worth the price of admission alone. And anyway, she starts like 15 feet away from me on the stage, and when I say starts, it's like she's obviously gearing up to do some kind of thing, some sort of move, because she like when you watch a pole vaulter or a long jumper in the Olympics, they like kind of get rocking like that, like they're gonna do something. So she's kind of doing this, and there's like 80 people just watching me. I'm the only person on the stage, and I'm starting to regret the decision. And she's doing this, and like this loud rap music playing, and she just starts going and does a cartwheel. And I think the idea, what was supposed to happen, was she was going to flip through the air and like land on my lap. But what happened was she misjudged it, or I freaked out and moved at the last minute, and she came down with that goldfish shoe on my head. Oh my God. And it hit me really hard, and I blacked out. And all I remember, it happened really quick. I just remember this whole room going, "Oh!" as I fell out of the chair, and just like for a second blacked out, and I opened my eyes, and it was like one of those videos you see on YouTube, like when somebody, like a basketball player, gets schooled or dunked on or something, and everybody's just like, "Oh," like doing that. I was the guy who got knocked out of his chair by an exotic dancer with goldfish in her shoes. And anyway, I had a black eye. It gave me a black eye, and so I just left. I left in shame. I walked out of the place, went back to the club for the show that night. And the whole point of this is that I wrote this next song that night after this incident, or I started to anyway. So
that is amazing.
All right, here we go. Well, I wake up in the morning, long and lean, stopping at the corner, cigarettes and gasoline, pulling down Main Street, shifting through the gears, rolling up that highway they've been working on for years. One eye on the sunrise, one eye on the clock. Come tomorrow morning, Lord, I'm gonna make it down to Little Rock. Yeah, I searched through LA County, the valleys and the stars, Del Rio to the bow, all them honky-tonks and bars. I felt you in Seattle, driving through the rain, ran through New York City, just calling out your name. After all these years of searching, I finally found my spot. One way or another, Lord, I'm gonna make it down to Little Rock. And All my life I tried to find a piece of this earth for my peace of mind. All these years of searching let my troubles disappear, or maybe find a place where we can sit and drink a beer. After packing 7 hours, put up on the shelf, singing to the radio and talking to myself, screaming through the forest, magic on my soul. 90 miles an hour on the cruise control. I'm blowing by the truckers, the grandmas and the cops. Oh, what's your hurry, son? It's just that I'm on my way to Little Rock. Well, now, baby, get ready. Trouble's on his way. Only thinking about you every night and every day. Tell all your other lovers, forget about the past. Ain't even gonna worry, cause this time it's gonna last. I'm coming round the corner, ain't even gonna knock. Hey, hey, pretty baby, here comes your daddy down the Little Rock. Hey. Alrighty then. All right, well, as I told you all before, we have a very special guest tonight, and I'm going to do one more song. I'm going to give him a minute. I'm going to give him the 5-minute warning that it's almost showtime. He's going to come up here and do some magic for us. My son Eli is here, and Eli is, among many other things, is a magician. He does magic. He loves it. He's been doing it since he was very young. And I wrote a song with Daryl Scott that's inspired by and for Eli. It's a 180 from the story I just told. This is it's called The Magic Kid. Pick a card, any card, don't show it to me. Abracadabra, I got nothing up my sleeve. And I may get it wrong or get it right, but either way, I'm standing in the light where nothing is hid. I'm the magic kid. That's my kid with the cards. He's 9 years old, with a head full of wonder and a heart of gold. And there's not a trick that he can't figure out, and he's never stopped the show for fear of doubt, like the rest of us did. He's the magic kid. And who we are is who we are. Why is that so hard to be? When I watch you shine your star, it's so magical to me. And who we are is who we are. Why is that so hard to be? And when I watch you shine your star, it's so magical to me. This world can be so full of darkness and blown out flames, trading dreams for pecking orders and schoolyard games. But you shine your light for everyone to see. The only one I've known who's truly free. Yeah, you just are what you will always be. You're the magic kid. Pick a card, any card. Don't show it to me. All right. Well, that was felt like a proper introduction. Let's bring him up. The man himself, the Magic Kid, all the way from Austin, Texas. Here he is, Eli Carll.
Howdy.
All right. This
How you
is
guys doing?
good. How are you,
All right.
sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Okay.
Doing
Well,
all right.
Before you go, I just need to say, usually Eli sends his videos in to us for the show. This is the first time we've actually had him live. That's not true. We took a trip this summer, and we did a show from DC in the hotel, and and one in Nashville, North Carolina as well. You did live, but it's been a long time, so it's good to have you here, and the floor is yours.
Of course. Awesome. So, Adam, do you
Yes.
mind if I use you, Adam? Okay.
Please.
What I want you to do, Adam, is I want you to focus on someone who means a lot to you. Okay.
Yep.
And actually, here's what I do. I want you to focus on them in a very specific way.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this pen. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to put their name down. All right.
You got
And
it.
I'll look away. Dad, you can make sure I'm not looking at Adam or anything he's writing.
I'm watching you in the monitor, and I'm looking away. Okay.
All right. I got
See
it.
you.
Do I
All right.
fold the?
Yep, fold it up.
Fold it up. All right.
Wonderful. And just put it in my hand real quick. Wonderful. And here's, oh yeah, awesome. And actually cap that Sharpie?
Yep.
Perfect.
Boom.
Here's what we're going to do, alright? I just want to make sure I can trust you to recall this thought or recall this person that you're thinking of in case I actually get it right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
so then we don't need this at all. Okay.
Don't need it.
So we're just gonna tear this up real quick. And Adam, what I want you to do is I want you to hold out your hand just like this. Okay. Wonderful.
Like this?
Yep. And we're just gonna put it right in there, and just close as hard as you can.
Okay. Got it.
Got it. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I want you to just try and focus not on like the name itself, but just kind of what this person looks like, who they are, what they mean to you.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of like is this person like a family member, or?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah, because sometimes family isn't blood. Sometimes you make your own family in this world, right?
That's right.
That's my own philosophy. I'm getting kind of a feminine energy here. Is this like a woman, or
This is, yes.
this is okay?
Yes, it is a woman.
Is this I want to ask though, is this like literal family or like just someone who you've like formed a connection with and would consider like
It would be the latter.
the latter? Kind of, okay, interesting. So like a close friend in a way.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We meet like how many people would you say you've met in your life, just in general?
I couldn't possibly guess.
Okay.
Thousands.
Thousands. Dad, what would you say?
Thousands.
Thousands. Out of all the people you've met, you decided to focus on Megan. Why did you focus on Megan?
Because she's my partner. She's my partner in life and crime.
Your wife. Well, I want you to tell Megan I said hi.
I will.
Right.
I will. How in the hell? That is amazing, Eli. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So-
Well,
So what do I do with this?
oh yeah, we can just throw that away, I guess.
all right. You just put it in your pocket.
yeah.
All right.
Incredible.
Right on.
Incredible.
That's amazing. you have a quick?
Yeah, quick one. All right.
Let's do a
Awesome.
quick card trick before we
Totally.
get back to the music. And I need to point out, this is the only show that I'm aware of in the entire world that has both music and magic.
You get it here.
And
That was great.
And two beards.
That was very good.
So, yeah. All right.
And maybe a third someday. Who knows?
Again, Eli Carll.
Adam Hayes, how long have you known each other for?
Well, I met your dad in I would say 2004.
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say late 2003, but 2004 is more accurate. Yeah.
2004.
Yeah.
Sounds
So it's a long time.
17 years.
17 years.
Yeah.
So a close connection, to say the least. I want to try and make something happen with that connection.
All right.
Dad, here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to riffle the deck, and you just tell me to stop whenever you want, okay?
Stop.
Right here? Okay. Look at that card. Actually, I'll see it anyway as
You
well.
want to show the
Yeah.
I can't see it though, right?
Yeah, you can look at it too.
Oh,
if you
okay.
want. Yeah.
All
That
right.
card right there. So that's the 2 of diamonds. Okay. Here, I'll actually put that on the top of the deck. 2 of diamonds. And what I want you to do, Dad, is we'll actually have you put your name, your signature on the 2 of diamonds right there, okay?
All right.
Wonderful. Now, I'll actually have you hold this for the time being.
Got it.
Here's what we're going to do. Alright, we're actually going to cut that right into the middle of the deck, push that in, give it a few more cuts, just to be safe. And, Adam,
Yes.
here's what I'm going to do. Have you do, alright?
Okay.
I'm going to ruffle the deck, you tell me to stop whenever you want,
You
alright?
got it. Stop.
Right here? Okay.
Mhm.
Here's what we're going to do. So you chose the 8 of hearts.
8 of
okay?
hearts. I like it.
Here's what we're going to do, Adam. For your card, I want you to put a drawing, alright? A pretty large drawing of whatever you want, okay?
Okay.
So what are you going to draw, Adam?
On the back.
Yeah, on the back.
I think I'll draw a house.
A house. Okay,
Yeah.
draw a house.
I'll draw a big house and with a little door and a roof, and we'll put a couple windows in there. Okay, and we'll put a little sun up by the house there, like that.
I just want to show that to everyone. Adam's little house, okay? And actually, if you could cap that Sharpie real quick.
Capped.
Wonderful. So that house, that 8 of hearts, we're going to try and do something special here, okay? Watch. We're going to take that 8 of hearts. I want you to hold out your hand real quick, and I want you to put your other hand on top, okay? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut the deck, and Dad, I actually want you to hold the deck, okay?
Okay.
So let's say Dad is in a new city, all right? And he's, I don't know, going to an Airbnb, and this is that house, all right?
All right.
I'm going to try and make a story happen right here, right now. Watch. Dad's going to find that. What city, actually? Name the city.
Let's say Chicago.
Chicago. He finds your house in Chicago,
Okay.
just like that.
And what am I doing now?
I want you to open your hand, all right? But I don't want to. I want you to flip that card over.
What in the world?
Could you show the
got
camera
a thumb
what just
up.
happened?
It's there's no longer a house on
longer
my
a
card
house.
here.
BC.
Show
It's an 8 of hearts
okay.
with no house. I put a house there.
Right, but
I don't know. We're gonna-
BC, Dad went to Chicago and he found that house. Dad, could you spread through the deck and look for that house?
All right. Let's see here. Let me put this where people can see. All right. I'm spreading through the deck and I'm looking for the house. Let's see. Oh, there's a house.
There's a house.
That's the house I drew.
Wait, cut it to the
There's-
top.
There's the house. Okay.
Could you flip over that card for everyone to
I'm
see?
gonna flip over the card of the house. It's the 2 of diamonds with my name on it.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Damn!
And
Excellent job.
And Hayes found your house, Adam.
He sure did.
All right.
He sure did.
Thank you,
That's
son.
fantastic.
And you can keep that, Adam.
Oh, it's a souvenir.
Bravo, Eli. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys have a great time, all right?
Thank you,
Thank
Eli.
you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right. How cool was that? I should point out right now that when you contribute to the show, not only do you get a postcard, whatever amount you contribute, or if you contribute $30 or more, you get a set list, a copy of a handwritten set list, a postcard, and a sticker. But that I give a percentage of that, of the proceeds, usually go to a charity or a benefit of some kind. But I give Elijah 5% of everything we're going to make here tonight. So there's a lot of money coming. So for every dollar, I don't even know them. For every $10 you get a nickel. So that's pretty. Get ready. All right, that was cool. Thank you, Eli. I'm just kidding. I don't pay him. Let's see. Okay, somebody made a request. Let's see. Red Raider 007 on Instagram requested "The Girl with the Dirty Hair," which is an Adam Carroll, Brian Rung song. Early on in my career, well, I didn't even have a career when I met Adam and Brian. They were two songwriters and musicians that I admired greatly, and Adam in particular became one of my favorite songwriters and is still to this day. Red Raider says, I discovered you and Adam after moving to Tennessee in 1999. You played at Preservation Pub circa 2003 and introduced the above-mentioned song with a testament to your Galveston experience, Glenn Campbell, and a brief salute to Adam Carroll. I got to visit with you briefly during the interlude and shared my Texas heritage and fondness for you and Adam. That song has always been special to me and my wife, and it was right that you did it on the Adam Carroll tribute. Your kindness in sharing your talents in this forum demonstrates the rightness of your raising and makes a fellow Texan proud. Oh, my mom's going to like that. We've sure enjoyed the opportunity to witness your gift and are glad you've continued to find room to grow. God bless you. Well, that's very sweet. I don't know if I would have read that because that's if I'd have done it in advance because it feels self-serving, but that was very sweet comment. So thank you very much. So we're going to play this Adam Carroll song here. This is one of my favorites. It's called "The Girl with the Dirty Hair." Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight. This sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. The Scarface used to tell me, gone are the fishing days. The Cajuns face the redfish all the way. I got that dirty-haired woman that says she'll be here till the end, till the Cajuns stop dancing and the redfish are biting again. The Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight, and it sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. And I used to tell myself I'd have done it all by now, but I got stuck in Galveston somehow. And she's twisting and she's turning, and she won't leave me alone. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd drive me home. And if I had me some sense, I'd be 5 years gone. Everyone I used to know, they just moved on. Yeah, but me and Mother Ocean, we stare into the night, and the ships are tired and there's not a soul in sight. The Scarface in the corner, he's stumbling for a fight, and it sure looks good in Galveston tonight. And I'm right in the middle of the riffraff, and the roughnecks are wasting time. But the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Yeah, the girl with the dirty hair said she'd be mine. Adam, Carroll, and Brian wrong. All right. I hope everybody's doing okay out there and wherever you are watching this show, wherever you are in the world. I hope life is treating you well. One more time, this is Adam Landry. That was Eli Carll, and I'm Hayes Carll, and we're here at the Purple Building in East Nashville, Tennessee, with all our friends that keep this place running, and it's great to be here. It really is, and I think we're gonna do more shows here this month. I like it. I like the energy, and I like not having to run things and just be able to play music. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's see, what's next? Let's do Rivertown.
Sure.
We're gonna go up a half step. That may be a huge mistake, but I'm gonna try it. Get it? This is a song. This is when we met. Adam was when you came and played on this song.
I did. Bobby Field.
Bobby Field, and at Bucky Baxter's, the late great Bucky Baxter's studio.
Three trees.
Three trees. That was quite a spot.
Yeah.
Quite a spot.
Cut my teeth there.
Yeah. Take me to Rivertown, where you can't tell night from day, and everything's forgiven that did not wash away. Where dreaming comes too easy and living's twice as hard, and everything is buried beneath the water and the stars. Now here I am from Corsicana, wayward on the storm. I've been rolling empty sevens since the day that I was born. Got no rings upon my fingers, no ink beneath my skin, and I'll be as clean going out as I was coming in. And I'm gonna wash my sins in the Angelina River, and all that she could take from me was all that I could give her. And time will bring you down, and time will make you whole. Well, I turned my back some time ago, and now I'm going home. Well, I wandered through the pine trees like an outlaw in the rain, and I rambled through big thicket with a pistol and my name. Run away, you restless angels, don't waste your love on me, but just lay me down in a river town, and home is where I'll be. And I'm gonna wash my sins in the Angelina River, and all that she could take from me was all that I could give her. And time will bring you down, and time will make you whole. Well, I turned my back some time ago, and now I'm going home. Rivertown where you can't tell night from day, and everything's forgiven that did not wash away. All right, wrote that with the great Guy Clark.
So good. It's
Thanks,
so true.
man. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of.
I mean,
Nashville is a really special place in that, in several ways. But you know, there's I don't think there's any other place in the world where there's so many writers, so many pickers in such a condensed area, and just been really fortunate to get to write with some of those folks over the years, and yeah. Let's see here. What was I gonna do? I had something in mind. We did Rivertown, and that reminded me of. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. I didn't write this. See him wasted on the sidewalk, in his jacket and his jeans, wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile. Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, which he spent like they was going out of style. But he keeps right on a-changing, for the better or the worse, searching for a shrine he's never found, never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse, or if the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, and he's a pusher. He's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. He has tasted good and evil in your bedrooms and your bars, and he's traded in tomorrow for today, running from his devil's lord and reaching for the stars, and losing all he loves along the way. But if this world keeps right on turning, for the better or the worse, all he ever gets is older and around. From the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse, all the going up was worth the coming down. He's a poet, he's a picker, he's a prophet, and he's a pusher. He's a pilgrim and a preacher, and a problem when he's stoned. He's a walking contradiction, partly truth and partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. And there's a lot of wrong directions on the lonely way back home. All right, that was the great Kris, can't say his name, Kris Kristofferson, who is still better looking than anybody else I know. It's really weird. Weird. I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural to be that handsome.
where's he from originally?
He's from Brownsville, Texas, I believe.
So he's a Texan.
Yeah. I may have that wrong. Somebody can correct me after the show. But yeah, I believe that's accurate. Let's see here. Adam, you got any requests?
No.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Well, that I'd have to think about it.
Yeah. You think about it while I think about it.
Okay.
All right. Let's do something off of the What It Is record.
I like that.
Let's do times like these. In times like these, everyone could use a hand. Instead of standing around losing ground, fighting over the promised land. And it's so hard to tell if this is heaven or hell, and I can never measure by degrees. But it's sure getting warm around here in times like these. In times like these, do I really need a billionaire? Just taking on my time, trying to tell me how he's treated unfair. Oh, then I have to pay as the home of the brave gets divided into them and the we. Oh, I find I'm losing my mind in times like these. Yeah, they're coming to go, they're healing and not. Every day I'm getting better at losing something I haven't got. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep a little hope in my dreams. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. In times like these, I wish I had a place to hide. Instead of bringing it together, we're just widening the great divide. I hope and I pray at the end of the day that I can somehow get my troubles to ease. But I gotta say it's not looking good, not in times like these. Yeah, they're coming to go, they're cold and they're hot. I'm just trying to keep the world from turning me to something I'm not. And I'm gonna try to run till the whole thing's done, and I just hope I don't end up on my knees. But it's sure getting hard to stand up in times like these. I just wanna do my labor, love my girl and help my neighbor while I keep a little joie de vivre. But it's sure getting hard, brother, in times like these. I could use just a little bit of help in times like these. Yes, I could. All right. Let's see here. Today, we got a few more songs left here. And before we came over to the Purple Building, and is that where I'm looking over there to that camera? Before we came over to the Purple Building, I saw some old friends. We stopped by the the farmers market here in East Nashville, and Eli and I were eating some ice cream, sitting on the hood of our car, just enjoying all the people. And then this fella came over and said, "Hey," and then it turned out it was a guy I knew, Doug Williams, and his wife Talisha, and they had a cool sort of food truck over there, and so we started talking, and it was really good to see them. And their mother, the reason I know them is because their mother met me years ago, long time ago, and back over here. So she was a fan. They lived in Virginia, I think Floyd, Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and she asked me to come perform a house concert for her. And I did that happily. I had very little going on, and I said, yes, I'm there. And we got there, and she was an exuberant, fun, passionate woman. And she had made T-shirts for us for the band. Actually, she had bought us all purple denim shirts, which I wish I still had, because I would give them to y'all. I would gift them to the everyone here at the Purple Building. That would have been really, y'all would have looked very handsome in your purple denim shirts. But she made me a T-shirt that I have a song called "Naked Checkers," and it was a checkered board with naked people on every square. I thought it was clever.
That's cool.
And she was just very kind and funny and gregarious and a great cook. And she would put us up at her house. And so I was doing this house concert, and people could either pay $20 or they could contribute a jar of moonshine. That was the entry price. And more people than not chose the moonshine option, which left me in a bit of a predicament because I had to drive back to Texas with a trunk full of moonshine in my '84 Cadillac Fleetwood crossing state lines like Bo and Luke Duke. It was pretty exciting stuff. But anyway, during this concert, I look over in this basement sort of living room thing they have, and there's a giant check on the wall, like when you win a golf tournament or the publisher's clearinghouse or something, and it's a check for like $25,000. And I said, well, what's the story behind that, Annelle? And she said, that I won that from the Build a Better Burger competition in 1997. I said, I don't know what that is. You're going to have to fill me in. And she said, well, I was just in the kitchen, and I was flipping through this magazine, and I saw a competition for like a recipe for burgers. And whoever, you could just send in a recipe, and it was this worldwide competition. So she didn't think anything of it. She just like threw out a recipe. She was like, this would be good, this would be good. She'd never made this recipe before. She wrote it down, mailed it off, forgot all about it. A couple months later, she gets a call saying, congratulations, you've been selected as one of the 10 finalists for the Build a Better Burger competition, the World Finals in Anaheim, California. And so it's in Napa Valley. And so she flies out to Napa Valley with her sister, who's also a gregarious, fun-loving, talkative woman. And they go out there, and they still have never made this burger before. But they're like, it's a free trip. Why not? Just go have a good time. So they go, they get there. It's a big deal. There's a lot of people. A lot of people from all over the world have come to see who makes the best hamburger in the world. And Annelle makes her burger for the first time, sends it off, and then they decide, we're in Napa, let's start drinking. And so they do, and they start drinking, and then from my understanding, they walk around and start talking trash to the other competitors at the competition.
This is great.
And it's all starting to get out of hand. And she's just not taking this seriously at all. And then they finally they announce the winners, and third place from Bavaria is Heinz Wilhoff, and second place from Turkey is the guy from Turkey, and first place from Floyd, Virginia is Annelle Williams. And there happens to be a local Napa Valley news crew there monitoring this, because this is big doings, and they're reporting on it. And so they go up with the camera and the microphone, and they say, Annelle Williams, you've just won the Build a Better Burger competition. 2000 what year would have this been? 1998. What do you have to say? And Annelle, who is like 3 sheets to the wind at this point, says, screw Disney World, I'm going to Italy. And that was on the 5 o'clock news. And she got this big $25,000 cardboard check, and it flew home with it. And so anyway, that's the story of that. So I'm going to play this for Annelle because she made me a T-shirt. You told your mama, you told your pa, mama called the preacher, and your daddy called the law. It's alright, it's alright. Everything's gonna be okay. We just won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. You say behave yourself, I say I'll try. You say don't go out tonight, and I said why? It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. You can fall asleep in your bed, honey. I just toss and turn in mine. You're making money, honey. You're gonna be a star. Me, I lie around all day and play guitar. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be alright. I make breakfast every morning, sugar, and sing you lullabies at night. All right. Well, you like checkers. Me, I like chess. I like you naked, baby. And you like to dress. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Every Friday, naked checkers, honey. I bet you beat me every time. You told your mama, and you told your pa. Your mama called the preacher, and your daddy called the law. It's alright, it's alright. Everything gonna be just fine. You won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. No, we just won't come home on Christmas or any other holiday. We should like synchronize a thing
a little
when we finish it. Yeah, that would be really cool. People would love that. All right, everybody.
Fist bumps.
Well, thank you for hanging with us on this episode of Alone Together Tuesday, number 48. I think if we make it back from Florida next week, we're going to do it again here. We're going to try to breaking news. We're going to do it next week here as well. Thank you for having us, guys, here at the Purple Building. And one more time for Adam Landry and Eli Carll, the Magic Kid.
He's the Magic Kid.
And,
Excellent.
Yeah, so... trying to think if anything else needs to be talked about or said. Probably not. You've heard most of my shtick. Let's see. Let's just play a song or two and get out of here. I'm going to do this one here. The key of E flat for all you folk pickers back at home. I've seen you at the window, I've heard you at the door. I've felt the world convince you you could even up the score. Watch you carry all the memories from the life that came before and then went away. But I will stay. I remember how you told me you felt it all might fall apart. You barely made it into this world, and you've been fighting from the start. And it's not easy to believe, but I will protect your heart in every way. And I will stay. Warm rain on the water, lone star in the night, brave dreams to hold on to. It will be alright. And it's hard to keep believing all the stories you've been told, and to watch the way you try, babe, is a sight to behold. And sometimes you will get angry, and sometimes you will get cold, but that's okay. I will stay. There's a ghost in every garden and a lock on every door, and all of them remind you of the ones who came before. There's a pain in every memory you don't have to hold no more. Now the summer sun is fading and the autumn's in the hall, and if time would just stop moving, it wouldn't bother you at all. But your story isn't finished, you got so much more to say, and I can't wait. So I will stay. I will stay. Except I'm not, I'm leaving. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And see you on the flip side. Adios.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was mistaken, my dear. There was never any reason to be cruel to you. Your heart is breaking, I fear, and I wish there was some little thing that I could do. I know perhaps it seems to you as if I didn't care, and I hate it's me who showed you that the world ain't always fair. Can't take it back and make it better, and no words will explain the choices that I made along the way. Stood by through all kinds of weather. With my new clarity, I can see you deserved so much better. I was selfish and certain that the world would understand, and I never realized what it means to be a man. So I left you with excuses and a debt I can't repay for the choices that I made along the way.